There we go. Now we should be live. Now we should be live. Now we should be live. All right. Hello, hello, hello. We are getting ourselves together. We are live today. We are getting ourselves together. This is what we say. We say it's love morning and it's a presence practice. We say it's a meetup of love ambassadors. We've got a branding problem. It's a Hug Nation morning and we are all together. Let's have a moment of gratitude. Enjoy the lovely weather. All right. Welcome. Hi. Hi, it's me, John. Who are you? Where are you? What are you grateful for? I would love to hear you share in a comment. We should be live and hopefully with audio today on YouTube and Facebook. I think. Yesterday I had some problems on YouTube and I had a moment of frustration. So thanks for the patience through that. This is showing me that my computer is going too slow and it's choppy. But you know what? So it goes. Right now it's showing me, well, that's all right. Doesn't matter. This is a practice of focusing on gratitude, remembering that we can be ambassadors of love. We can connect as we go through our days. We can look for opportunities to be kind, not just out in the world, but to ourselves. Practice presence. Focus on our growth and supporting one another. So I am so grateful for the support that I have been receiving online as well as in person. I'm super grateful for the feedback and the really, I've been feeling very seen and heard lately at both the Unscrews Burning Man event that I just got back from, as well as the retreat that I got back from Hawaii. In both places, getting to spend physical, intimate moments with fellow human beings was just so rich. And I feel like it's given me a sense of safety. I've been sharing more than I ever have, I think, about my vulnerability and the things that are a little shameful. You know, I just posted something. No, actually, did I post it yet? Maybe I'm going to post that tomorrow. But I just was writing something about how the reason why this was such a significant experience for me, being sober, or when I say sober, I mean not using intoxicants. And for me, those are GHB, alcohol, and ketamine. And not, so one, sharing that list, because I think when I say intoxication or if I say sober, people say, oh, he's not drinking. Well, no, I mean, alcohol was the least of my troubles. So that is a vulnerable, scary, shameful share. And then the idea that when I say my first burn without intoxicants, I mean that it's my first burn without being fully engaged in intoxicants. Like I don't think I ever went 24 hours without. Maybe my first year I may have been stoned, just marijuana. I mean, but I think other than that, there's been other intoxicants within every 24-hour period. And that's different than like, okay, I had a few nights that I got wasted. No, I think I was pretty much in a buzz state most of the event. So that's a big vulnerable share, and I've been feeling like the external safety has allowed me to express this, and as I put it into the light, it allows me to love all aspects of myself. So I'm grateful for that. What are you grateful for? Good morning, Brent. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Gerbot. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone, to sharing this day and this moment with us. Faith is thankful for time to make art. So far down the mid-journey rabbit hole, it's amazing. Love from Florida. Hey, Painey is here from Malta. Sending you love and hugs as well, Painey. I am grateful for my incredibly robust body and digestive system. I have been not eating the best. And when I say, it's not that I'm eating unhealthy foods, I'm just eating too much. And so I'm feeling discomfort. And it's really nice to know that my body can handle it. It's giving me, it's talking to me. It's saying that's too much. Not right now. Like last night I ate too much, and it's registering as discomfort now. It's almost like a food hangover. If somebody was saying, "Oh, you've been, sober for 11 weeks. Like, how does it feel?" I'm like, "Well, it depends on when you ask me. It depends on what you mean. Like physically, because I don't have my eating quite under control. There's quite a bit of times that I'm physically in discomfort, or not the same kind of, physically feeling as good as I did at times. Now, in terms of like my feeling of being in integrity, that I do feel good. But the actual physical sense of, yeah, I feel awesome, sometimes. Krista is grateful that this is the best day ever. Gerbot is grateful is able to go visit friends on the other side of the country. Sweet. Michelle is grateful for employment, sunshine, and so many things. Elizabeth sending us love from Hawaii. Grateful that her oldest friend arrived from San Diego for a week. So fun. Lots of friends and flights. Good. And I keep saying things three times. Oh, Kiri is grateful for the 3.5-hour European Gratitude Circle this morning. Holy moly. She is speaking, of course, of the Hug Nation Gratitude Circles that happen in Zoom 3 times a day, noon, 6 p.m., 3 a.m., West Coast Pacific time. But as you see, the European noon is my 3 a.m. But man, people all over the world sharing gratitude just like this, except in the Zoom, you get to see people's faces. You're always welcome. You can get there through zoom.hugnation.com. It would be great to see you. Christopher, hello. Good morning. Christopher is grateful for all the greenery and flowers popping up here in the Midwest. It is a really nice time of year. When I got to drive to and from Santa Cruz, the last stretch of the drive is so pretty right now because there's so much green. The hillsides, rolling hillsides of green is just wonderful. Hello, Tommy. Tommy is grateful he's going golfing in Loma Santa Fe. Sweet. I am grateful that it makes you happy. I have no desire to go golfing. But isn't that the nice thing about being human and sharing gratitude is you can find joy in others' joy. Good morning, NorCal. Yes, spring is in the air. Although I'm struggling sometimes with my thoughts because I love spring and summer makes me anxious. As the summer or the spring temperatures dip into summer temperatures, I'm starting to think like, what can I do to keep myself comfortable? I'm even like, could I go rent an Airbnb someplace where it's foggier and cooler? Is there a place? Vancouver Island? I need to manage my thoughts. Come back to the present moment. Well, it's a combination. Come to the present moment and say, from this present moment of everything is okay, can I then visit the future from a calm place and maybe make a plan? Because it's not always the best idea. Maybe I'm judging already, but it can be helpful to plan a trip in advance, at least as far as finances go and availability of options. Kiri saying the Sunday scaries for seasons. Yes. Yeah, that feeling of on Sunday when it's tough to enjoy Sunday when you know Monday's coming. I'm having that with spring. It's like, oh, it's so nice and starting to get a little hot. Oh no. Alex, hello. Good morning to you in Lake Tahoe. I am grateful that after a period of being away, I'm going to get to record an episode of Stay Sparked today with Janus and Betsy. And if you're not listening to Stay Sparked, where have you been? Stay Sparked is one of my podcasts. It is about personal growth and Burning Man influence topics. And I think you'll love it. Today, our topic is about habits. And yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful that I've got a session with one of my therapists today. It'll be the first time I've been to therapy since going to Hawaii and Santa Cruz. And I feel like so much has happened during those two adventures. Also, I'm aware that those two adventures did take me out of my habits. So maybe that's something I will talk about today. That it's so much easier to have habits when you have consistency. But when I was in someone else's space and the temperature was different and my clothing was different and my access to all the things and even the time zones was different, my morning routine, I did not keep it up. And the same is true when I was at Santa Cruz camping. My morning routine, I did not keep it up. I was not meditating every day. I was not doing a walk. I was not writing. And so it is taking me a little decompression of getting back into my habits. So yesterday, I did a little teeny version of my morning routine, and I was kind of not very productive, and I gave myself permission for that. Today, I was a little bit better with my morning routine, trying not to beat myself up for how stiff I am. And I think maybe I will be able to dig into that more in this discussion about habits that I'm going to be having for Stay Sparked. Thank you, NorCal, saying congratulations on 11 weeks of sobriety. And if I say something or talk about someone that you don't see their name, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube right now. I'm bi-platform, poly-platform. And just because I'm broadcasting in two places, it does not mean that I love either platform more or less. It's like, siblings. When the new sibling is born, you don't love the firstborn any less. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing really good with the non-intoxication. There were times at Unscrews where I was kind of wandering around and didn't quite know what I wanted to do with myself, or couldn't quite get into the groove at a dance floor, and I was feeling the constriction of of who I am. I could feel the constriction of awkwardness or fatigue or something, and I knew how to fix it with chemicals. I knew how to make myself get more relaxed or in the flow, and I was very aware of those moments when I know what I would have done right now, but that is not a choice for me right now. And so I had to be it took me a bit to kind of allow myself to feel what I was feeling. I kind of gave up on trying to have fun at one point and went back to my tent. And initially I was frustrated with myself. Normally I am charging burn so hard in every moment that I can that I'm not just exhausted. I am trying to meet people and socialize and participate. And I didn't have the ability to push myself in the same way or to force the experience to be good. So it took a lot more honoring my body and honoring the moment, which isn't to say that, okay, I'm not doesn't mean like having a bad day, you have to surrender to it. There are ways that you can change your headspace and your state, and I probably could have done that better at times too. But it's also recognizing that your body has cycles, your mind has cycles, you have seasons that go throughout the day, and you can't just be balls to the wall nonstop. And well, I won't say you can't. My chemistry, unadulterated, does not make that easy or simple for me. And I have to honor that and allow that. Good morning, Cassie. Cassie, saying happy Tuesday. Hello from Huntington Beach. And you're so welcome for the posts of my travels. It's been fun because I had these moments of downtime, and because I wasn't doing balls to the wall immediacy at the event, I was allowing myself to retreat to my tent and write or dictate or take a moment to reflect on my thoughts and share them online. And I have a few more things that I've written and that I'll share as I go that are currently on Facebook, and I'll probably start to put them on Medium, because this is a rich learning experience for me. Yeah. NorCal saying, I have found myself partying less and less at the burn and it's made me more and more disconnected with people at the event. Cassie's saying, volunteering at events is my new sobering festival routine. It's been so rewarding. Nice. Can you share the kind of volunteering you've been doing? That's an interesting idea. I know a few people have asked me, like, well, why don't you ranger now? Which, honestly, one of the reasons why I never considered rangering is because in the past, I've never had a stretch of time at the burn that I stayed sober, unless I was giving a talk. Well, we're going to have a hug in a minute or two, and then go off into our days as love ambassadors, knowing that we can share this version of ourselves that is focused on connecting with fellow human beings, looking for opportunities for kindness, looking for things to be grateful for, and just exuding and being that in the world. And whatever we do from that place, that's what makes us a love ambassador. That's what gives us some purpose. So letting go of what we should do and just giving ourselves whatever we need to be the people that we want to be. And if one of the things that I share is not something that you want to be like, I'm not so interested in connecting, I'm going to be more introverted today, that's okay. These are just kind of guidelines that I'm using to kind of steer my ship. What do I want to set my sails for today? Connection, kindness, presence, growth, support of one another, authenticity. Cassie's saying that harm reduction is how she has been volunteering at events. Well, wherever we are in this physical world, in this moment, let's be connected. It does not matter where our feet are, it matters where our heart is, and we are connected in this beautiful Hug Nation space. So wherever you are, give yourself a big squeeze. And appreciate this opportunity to be connected and recognize that we are surrounded on this wild planet by open-hearted, like-minded people. So let's appreciate this opportunity to be alive and conscious and an agent of good in the world, a love ambassador to whatever degree that manifests for us. Let's take a deep breath in and squeeze one another. Feel us squeezing you. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and each one of you, thanks for being here for this presence practice, this love morning, this love ambassador meetup, and part of Hug Nation. I love you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow, or in gratitude at noon or 6 p.m. Love you.